Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today, we're talking about the Chengdu Hunters and I have a bad feeling about this team if all the things that they've been saying is completely true. This is the team who surprised everyone last year. I mean, I think they came fourth. They came fourth or third last year. They were very impressive against the Shanghai Dragons. So, I'm pretty excited about this team. But, however, when we get to the article, I don't know about them anymore, but we have to wait to see. So this is the active squad. So they've kept almost everyone. So they kept Jinmu, Lee, Ivatal, Nisha, Faraway 1987, Monk, and Gaga. They've only got rid of two players, Tara Cookie and Jimmy. They also got rid of Late Young, Amon, and Elsa. I think. Wait, so Elsa retired mid season. Kaneki went to Team Chase. I think when I think it was during the season. So it was actually Amon, Late Young, Jimmy, and Taro Cookie. So Lei Young has retired. I think he's now apparently a what is he? He's like a game tester, I think, in China. I think Among is he inactive or is he still? Oh, he's still active. Okay. Because there was a video that Lei Young was like messing about with Among and someone else. I think it might be Elsa. I can't remember. I generally can't remember, but Lei Young, he's a game tester now. I don't know what else is doing actually. I need to probably look it up what he's doing. But Jimmy, he has gone to Team Chaser, and Taro Cookie has joined back Team Chaser as a team leader. I think he's also a player as well for that team. Am I correct on saying that? No, he's just a team leader. Yeah, look at that. Yang Jialong is a playing coach. So you'd be a coach and a player. Interesting. But that is all of the players who left the team. And this is their squad, and I'll get to them very soon. Let's talk about the coaches for a bit. They do not have a head coach. Why? Because RUI went to turn to an honorary advisor. He left. J-Fuel also left. And now they only have Creed and Zhaoji. Yaozi, I think I say his name, I'm guessing. I apologize if I mispronounced it. But they basically only have two assistant coaches. I mean, it's a decent one. I mean, where does Zhao's, I think Creed came from, did Creed come from Guangzhou Charge? Okay. So he was also a coach for the Shanghai Dragons and the Guangzhou Charge. And, Yao Z, I think is it? Or Yao Ji, I don't know. He was a fly gaming coach, and he already cut them already. Like, oh, it was fifth and sixth in the playoffs. Sorry about that. My bad. But I mean, decent coaching staff, I must say. But before we get to rating them, let's talk about the players. So the players, I mean, DPS. I mean, they only got Aprita. I think is that his name, Aprita or Aprita. I think it's Aprita. Um, I mean, what can I say anything else about the DPS about other than stacked? I mean, Jinmu, the crazy projectile player, and Leave, our Overwatch League MVP of last year. What more do I have to say? Aprita's here just to chill. I don't even know what he even plays. What does Aprita even play? Aprita plays Hitscan. So he's on the same level or same hero pools as Leave. Jinmu is the only projectile player on this team. DPS looks stacked as hell, like they've been always. Like my god, it's crazy to think of that. They still have Leave. I mean, Leave was destined to be great. I mean, he was amazing, and when he was with Miraculous Youngsters, yeah, he didn't get an Overwatch League thing. I think it's because he was too young. So he couldn't get into the Overwatch League, and Jinmu, I think, came out of nowhere. I can't remember what team he was in. He wasn't even on before joining the Chengdu Hunters. So he's been there for a very long time. And that, just like I said, the DPS absolutely stacked. I love it. Supports is pretty interesting. I mean, their supports were really good though. Um, So they have two main supports and two flex supports. So they have Farboy 1987 and Evital's a two-way. I think there was stuff about Evital having behavior issues or something about his behavior. Um, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it might be true. But he's still there. I don't know why the hell he's still a two-way player, which still confuses me. Either either they put him into a full contract, or he goes into Team Chaser, or he just leaves. Like, I don't understand. I think it's better for him to stay, because I mean, him and Jinmu are like the veterans of this team, and they've been with the team since the very beginning. So I think it's better for Ivato to stay with the team on a full contract, not just in a two-way contract. So I don't know why the hell he's in there, but he is. Um, I think Nisha did really good. Um, who was starting last year? Was it Nisha or was it Monk? Oh no. I think it was Nisha who was playing, right? No, wait. I think it was Monk and Farbay 1987. Because obviously, I know 1987 obviously played a lot. Was it Monk? Oh my god. I can't remember who was a flexible last year. Whatever. Either way, I think the supports are also really good. Gaga, um, definitely was definitely needed for the Chengdu Hunters. I mean, I think he performed exceptionally well last year. Um, I'm really sad that Lei Young isn't here because I mean I think Lei Young, other than Leave, I think Lei Young was also a candidate of MVP. I think he did exceptionally well last year. But Gaga did decent. I'll be honest. But just like I keep saying about these teams, you need one more freaking tank. I swear to God. Uh, Now, before I rate these players, let me just pull your attention to this article that I found, which was made by Hail of Thoughts, everyone's favorite Overwatch leaker. So this is it. Sources: Overwatch League MVP leave among Chengdu Hunters players exploring options for new teams. The Chengdu Hunters could lose a number of key players ahead of the new Overwatch League season as the organization looks at options to balance its books. Multiple sources told Dextro, which is the website. Sources said that the report departure of assistant coach Jay Phil and the disbandment of Team Chase, I did not know that, Chengdu Hunters Academy team are both tied to the organization making cutbacks ahead of the start of the new Overwatch League season. This basically means that the team wants money, and they don't have enough money, which is bad. Bad for the organization, bad for the players, bad for the management. Phil, who joined the Chengdu Hunters at the start of the year, may not be the only staff member to leave the organization. As Creed, another assistant coach, is also expected to announce his departure, multiple sources have said. But the changes are likely to go beyond the Hunters coaching staff. Star player and 2021 Overwatch League regular season MVP Leaf is one of 5 players understood to be assessing their options with different organizations ahead of the new season. The other players include Evital, Nisha, Farway 1987, and Monk. It's basically all 4 of the support players and leave. Already a massive blow. If we come back to this, that basically means it's just Jinmu, Aprita, and Gaga. In a couple weeks from the start of the Overwatch League. I mean, when does this? Okay, they started 3 weeks. 3 weeks time against the against the Shanghai Dragons, I think. I don't know. I don't freaking. I mean, this is a mid. Wait, what? Why is there some showing me about the mid-season match? The mid-season madness. Oh, I see why. Because it's mainly North America. So so the actual one is the Guangzhou Charge versus the Chengdu Hunters. Am I correct on saying that? Yes, it is. They signed 3 weeks, 3 days time. And then they were supposed to finalize the whole roster at like March, and now there's stuff about the Chengdu Hunters letting go of their best player Leave, who was obviously very expensive, Evital, Nisha, Fireway 1987, and Monk. It is unclear at this point whether these cutbacks were mandated by Huye, which is the company which sponsors Chengdu Hunters and and is also a live streaming platform which owns and operates the Chengdu Hunters. That one basically. It's unknown if they announced a cutback The news will come as a blow to the Overwatch League's efforts in China, one of the regions where the game continues to grow in popularity. The grand finals of the 2021 Overwatch League, which pitted the Shanghai Dragons against the Atlanta Reign, set a new view. I don't fucking care. Yeah, so they are slated to face against the Guangzhou Charge on May 6th in their opening matches of the season, which I feel like is where most of them may be going. Unless the Shanghai Dragons also catches them up. I don't think, my opinion, I don't think the Philly Fusion or maybe the Valiant. I know definitely as a fact. I don't think the Fusion will pick up any of these players. I think the Valiant may pick them some. I think most likely it will probably be the Shanghai Dragons or the Guangzhou Charge. I think the Spark has finalized a roster and they're pretty happy with it, even though it looks horrible. It looks horrid. I'm scared of them, of how like confusing it is. But I think most likely the Shanghai Dragons or the Guangzhou Charge may pick them up. I don't know though. I don't know. I think obviously there's gonna be a lot of money against Leave. We know that. I think there might be some maybe on Nisha. Maybe I'm guessing. Maybe even Evatol. I don't know. Actually, probably mainly. I think next one may be 1987, and then they could just sort themselves up. But below them. But if it is true, and I don't know if it is, I mean, this is just according to multiple sources, okay? These are just sources. It means it's not true. I mean, there's a possibility that might be true. There's a possibility that it might be not true. We just have to wait and see there. But if it is true, damn, the Chengdu Hunters is going to maybe be competing against the LA Valiant as the worst teams of APAC. Maybe. I might be completely wrong. So with that in mind, let's talk about now out of 10, obviously the roster's out of 10. Now I don't really talk about the coaches, but I'll talk about them when we get up to them. So I mean DPS, let's just get out of the way. I think what did I put for the Shanghai Dragons again? I think they're 10 out of 10, right? I think they are a 9.5 out of 10. Why? I mean, I think they're really good, not as good as the Shanghai Dragons in my opinion. Just I'm I mean I get they're definitely like having like I feel like those three players and so these three players from the Chengdu Hunters and the other three from the Shanghai Dragons, they're very 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 similar. Like I guess you could say like Leave is flatter, Jin yeah, Jinmu wait no wait hang on. What the fuck? Okay. Preet is definitely who are you? Leave is like flatter, and then Jinmu's lip. I'm guessing. It's kind of, they're very, very similar. So you could really say, I mean, 10 out of 10 for them as well. So you could also say, yeah. So is either 9.5 or out of 10 or 10 out of 10. It's like, it's one of those ones. You can't just put them in like 9 out of 10, I don't think. Or maybe you can. But either way, whatever. Supports, I'll give them just a 9. Let's just give them a 9. I think the supports looks really, really good. I still don't know who the hell played for the flexible position alongside 1987. I'm very adamant it was probably Nisha. I think Nisha and Monk probably traded match time. Maybe actually was Monk. I think it was actually Monk who got the most playtime, but I might be completely wrong. Once again, help me. Um, but either way, I think the supports still looked really, really good. However, that may change in the coming future. For the tank, which is just Gaga, I think this is just maybe an 8.5, or maybe I give him an 8. I think the tank of Gaga, 8 out of 10, very, very, very decent. That's what I really have to say. 9.5 out of 10 for DPS, 9 out of 10 for support, and 8 out of 10 for the tanks. As we cleared that, this time we went to the coaching staff. Well, what coaching staff? Because it's just Creed and Yao Ji. That's all. It's that's really about it. For this weird controversy of head coaches, even though there's no head coaches, I'll just give them maybe a 7. I think 7 is pretty respectable. You could also maybe say an 8 as well. But I think 7 is pretty respectable, especially with the ongoing situation going on with the Chengdu Hunters. So Creed might be also going as well, so it will be interesting to see who they pick up. But that's really about it for me, or about the Chengdu Hunters. Yeah, the next one is the New York Excelsior, and there's more rumors about the NYXL as well, which I'll be talking about in the next video. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.